Hey, it's Andrew with J&C Guns again. As always, if you like our videos, show us by subscribing, and as always, leave your comments, questions, suggestions. Today I'm going to be talking about the Series 70 versus Series 80 1911s. These are Colts right here, but they apply to other 1911s as well. Just some of the differences between the two. One of the biggest differences, is the firing pin safety system on the Series 80, which Series 80 is right here, Series 70 right here. Okay, so when you set them side by side, if you look up here, there's this little hole on the back of the Series 80, and in there's an extra little piece that grabs onto the notch in the back of the firing pin and prevents the firing pin from striking the primer unless the trigger is actually pulled on the gun. Because the thinking or the fear was that if you were to drop a 1911 right on its muzzle, or somehow drop it in such a way that it fell right on the back of the firing pin, you know, a rock or something like that, which seems pretty implausible. Well, the idea is that if it were to drop like that, it could create enough of a pressure to make the firing pin drop and discharge the gun unintentionally. Whether or not that's plausible, I don't know. It's up to debate. You'll find all kinds of opinions out there on the internet. And a lot of people don't like the Series 80 firing system because it unnecessarily, in their opinion, it unnecessarily adds parts that it's just adding things that can go wrong to the pistol. Another one of the differences is the ejection ports. You can see here I've got the Series 80, and here I've got the Series 70. If you see on the blued one there, this one, the Series 70, you can see that the ejection port isn't cut quite as low. It's more of the original GI style, whereas on the Series 80 it's cut a little lower, and the thinking there is that it just adds a little bit of reliability to the pistol. I don't have any experience or data one way or another on that. It's just one of the changes they've made. Another one is the magazine well bevel. Here's the Series 70 frame, and here's the Series 80 style frame. This is actually a Caspin frame, but it has the Series 80's features on there. And you'll see here it's just kind of a straight magazine well, whereas I don't know how well you can see on the camera here. Let's see if we can get it focused. There's a bevel on the magazine well on the Series 80, which is just supposed to make it easier to insert the magazine a little bit faster. I don't know, I've never noticed that. But it's, again, just one of those changes they've made. Another minor difference, which is, again, something you could customize on either gun if you didn't like it. The Series 80 has the straight mainspring housing, whereas the Series 70, it's a curved one. Another difference is the barrel bushings. There's the Colt style bushing on the Series 70. See here, it's got those fingers on there. It's a little bit harder to take off the barrel. Some people fear that, ripping that off there with that type of force would cause stress to the fingers and cause this part to fail and cause the pistol to malfunction. In reality, from what I've read, you're putting much more stress on the gun when you're actually firing it than when you're just taking the bushing off with your fingers. Whereas here on the Series 80 style, it's just the straight barrel bushing that comes off a lot easier and is just one solid piece there without the fingers. From what I understand, some of the original Series 80s still had the Colt style bushings. They came out with the Series 80 Mark IVs in 1983, and from what I understand, some of the Series 80s still had the Colt bushings up till about 1988. The sights on these guns don't really have the standard sights you would see on a Series 70 or 80. I've added these Bomar style target sights on my Series 70, and then there's just the Novak 3-dot sights on the XSE style slide, which is what the XSE would normally come with. Some of the standard mil-spec looking Series 80s just have the low profile GI style sights. Some of the World War I reproductions are going to have the really low profile ones. And then the sights that this gun originally came with when I got it were just forget the actual term for them, but they were just a low profile 3-dot. Those are the major differences there between the two guns. Again, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say which is better or that one is definitely superior to the other, because I'm not qualified to say that, and you know, having shot both guns, I wouldn't even say that just anecdotally. I think they're both good systems. The firing pin system isn't something that I would necessarily demand on a pistol or think is crucial, but if it's there, it's not going to necessarily keep me from buying a pistol. And a lot of modern pistols anyway now that are mass produced, like SIGs and Glocks, have firing pin safeties on them as well. And then some of the higher end 1911s like Wilson Combat do not have the firing pin style or the firing pin safety. We try to be thorough in these videos. You know, I've done some research between the differences here, and I've probably missed some stuff, or maybe some of you out there know some things that we don't and have comments to add. So if you do, please let us know, and let us know if you have any questions or anything like that. We're always trying to come up with ideas for new videos and you know, add to our knowledge base and try to help other people as well. So this has been Andrew with J&C Guns, just talking about the Series 70 versus Series 80 differences, and thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel and have a good day.